students, I welcome you all to the GIMS JCC fraternity as you have taken admission here in the course of your choice. As you are aware that due to the current COVID-19 pandemic, we can't call you for classes in person till things normalize. So, we are going to conduct online classes for you on the GIMS JCC platform very soon. For that, you would be given a unique email ID or a link to log in to your respective classes. My name is Timsi Sardana and I have been associated with GIMS for over a decade now. I'm here to give you a sneak peek as to how your classes would be conducted. Even though your classes would be conducted online till things get better, but we will make sure that you get a feel of all offline classes. We would conduct many activities like guest lectures, presentations and much more to give you a great experience. Let's begin. Today we will start with a very simple topic, communication. Its meaning, why is it so special, why do humans need to communicate? As you all know that we are human beings and we have that utter secret need of communicating and socializing with people. So communication plays a very important role in our life because we have that innate need to chit-chat with people, to exchange our ideas, our emotions, our feelings, basically to talk. Now this is the layman meaning of communication. So the word communication has been derived from the Latin word communis, which means to share. Thus, communication may be defined as the process of sharing information, ideas, feelings so as to create a mutual understanding and cooperation amongst people. So from these meanings we understood that there have to be two or more people to communicate, and communication basically should lead to mutual understanding as we do not want any hostilities or confrontation amongst people. So mutual understanding is very, very important. Let's have a look at a few definitions of communication. According to Newman and Summer, communication is an exchange of facts, ideas, opinions or emotions by two or more persons. As I already told you before that through communication you not only exchange facts, you also exchange your emotions, whatever is going on inside you, whatever ideas you have in your head. Everything is exchanged through communication. According to Keith Davis, communication is a process of passing information and understanding from one person to another. So both these definitions delve on the fact that you need two or more persons to communicate and there has to be understanding, a mutual understanding. Let's have a look at a few characteristics of communication as to what makes communication so unique. First, communication is a two-way process. So as we have been discussing that communication, for that you need two or more people. It's a two-way process. You need to have a sender and a receiver to communicate. So communication is essentially a two-way process. Information has not only to be sent but also received back and understood. This process is incomplete until the response is available. Now the response not only in the form of should be written or oral, it can be in the form of body language, probably by nodding your head that yes you understood, or by saying that no you haven't understood anything at all. So communication feedback can be verbal or it can be via your body language in a non-verbal way. Feedback is an essential part of communication because until a feedback is received, you will never be able to know whether your message has been clearly understood with the same intention or not. Communication is a continuous process. Human activity will cease, it will stop to exist if there is no communication. Communication has been there since ages now. Communication is a continuous process. When communication is absent, human activity will stop to exist because we are all social animals and we have that innate desire to communicate with people. Communication is essential in all types of organizations, be it a big organization, an MNC or just a small organization with very few people in it, and it exists at all levels of organization, be it at top level management, middle level management or lower level management. The basic purpose of communication is to create mutual understanding. Now why are we again and again pressing on it is because mutual understanding is very important. As I told you, we do not want any conflicts as far as communication is concerned. by giving or seeking information, by taking some information, by persuading or influencing people to do some actions. Communication consists not only of facts but also ideas and emotions, because we are all emotional and we have that innate need to share our emotions as well. Thank you so much. Now I hope you all got a glimpse of how your classes would be conducted. Thank you very much. I once again welcome you all to the GIMS family. Take care and stay safe.